Welcome back to Get Down to Business. Today we have a truly inspiring guest joining us. We are joined by Christiane Constantineau, who is a force to be reckoned with. She's a seasoned C-level executive at CFO to hire and a cash flow expert who has built a remarkable career while navigating some of life's biggest challenges. Christiane is not only a successful entrepreneur herself, but she's also dedicated to helping other entrepreneurs achieve their dreams. I'm super excited to welcome Christiane Constantineau to the program. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for welcoming me.
My honor. You've had an extraordinary career. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about your background and how you got to where you are today?
My mom and dad, they worked very hard. So I didn't want to, when I was young, I wanted to work not as hard, make more money, but I also wanted to change the world. So what I did is I applied for a job in Ottawa to be like an executive assistant to the HR department for an international organization. And finally ended up working very hard. And then I moved on to very, very interesting jobs. My last job was in South Africa. So just to give you an idea. So I really worked hard and I did a bachelor's degree at the same time. So
Incredible. And you authored a book, Christiane.
Yes,
you
yes,
authored
yes.
a book titled Cancer Sucks. Can you tell us more about this book and the message you hope to convey to entrepreneurs facing adversity?
When I came back from South Africa to Canada, I moved my family to Montreal, and then I started working for a fund manager. And after that, I worked like just 3 years there, and then I worked for a big organization based in Montreal in Quebec, which was to help young entrepreneurs start their business. So, and I really liked it. So what I did is I studied more, I studied more. I want to understand more of my clients because that's important. When you loan money to a company, you want to understand their needs, not just on the money side. I want to really understand every aspect of the business, all the functions of a business from HR operations or R&D and stuff like that. So, and then I finished working there. And I told my husband I wanted to help more like junior like startups and stuff like that, because where I was, it was more like an investment banking corporation, so it's bigger loans. So, but I wanted to help entrepreneurs to achieve their goal, which was to create a business. And one of the big hurdles we had, when I had to refuse like a project, it was always based on the fact that the business owner, did not know his numbers or her number. So I started teaching like young entrepreneurs how to present themselves to a banker and how to be more bankable, call it like that. And 5 years after I started my own business, got cancer. And I told my husband, I said, what happens, when you're a young entrepreneur and then because there's about 10 million people that die of cancer every year in the world. And so I said, what happened to people that don't have like the knowledge I have, the experience I have, a great husband like him, and he has a lot of money, so he could support me and everything, and he could help me because he's a smart guy. He said, write a book about how to help and overcome when you have to step aside from your business because of cancer or your kid has cancer or anything. So just write a book about how someone can step aside from time to time from their business and then to have treatments and then come back a few days later and restart the machine, so you have to restart your business. So basically I wanted to give some people the recipe on how to achieve, how to retain your business, not lose everything, because a lot of people, when they're sick, they lose everything. They will go bankrupt. And so I explained to them like a small recipe, how to manage, and also how to manage time, how to manage your finances and stuff like that. And it's surprising that people sometimes, when you're scared about something, you don't think about your insurance policy or something like that. So, and you don't think about your sister that could help you.
No question about it. I'm chatting with Christiane Constantineau, who again has written the book quite literally on Cancer Sucks. And you've shared so many great lessons for entrepreneurs, great lessons, frankly, about life. And I want to make sure I give the last word back over to you, Christian. Where can our listeners learn more about you and your work?
I always say to my mom and dad, why did you give me such a long name, But it's not very common. And my mother's name is Goddard, which is more easy to spell in English. And then, so I've got a very particular name. So if you just type in my name, like Christiane Constantineau on Amazon or Kansusok, how to manage a business while you have to step away. So you can find me easily on Amazon and even on the website on the web, because, like I said, I have a very particular name. And it's unique. So I like the Christiane.
Well, we'll link in the show notes to make it even easier for our listeners to get in touch with you. Again, Christiane Constantineau, the author of Cancer Sucks, and truly a remarkable entrepreneur with quite an impressive history, as we've been learning about for the past few minutes. Once again, we'll link in the show notes. And believe it or not, we still have a lot more in store for you here on Get Down to Business, the show all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. Get on my website, syklein.com, or go on the podcast app of your choice. Just make sure you subscribe, rate, review, and share. We'll be right back on Get Down to Business. Don't touch that dial.